this is the second part. So I tweaked a bit the hull because I wasn't happy with it. There's a whole little video about it. It's not useful, not teaching anything interesting in it. Just if your edges look way too smooth, like they look like that, looks stupid, yeah. Mark sharp. Only in edge mode. So in edge mode, mark sharp. Okay, and that's all. Also, yes, the freeboard is way too high currently, and that's normal. You want your freeboard to be way too high. That's completely normal. That will allow us to work on the next part. That is the deck. Well, currently more like the top of the freebird. We're going for a day sailor, basically. That's what instinctively came out. So just create. Oh, clearly that's an issue. My center just moved, so I'm going to set everything to 0. Everything to 0 in view. So I can have all the elements spawn at the back. Create a cube, move that cube up, make that cube a bit larger so it compensates the entire boat. There you go. Actually, even do that. Mirror, you'll often want to have everything on port side mirrored and delete the faces that are inside here. So faces, get rid of them. That will avoid issues down the line. So there's a mirror on the x-axis. Let's not have that. That can create a lot of troubles. And so what I explained in the part where I enhanced a bit the hull is that, oh, that was a mistake. Don't move around your hull. Remember to hit escape when you move around the hull by mistake, like I did. So here you want at least 30 centimeters above the waterline. Each little square is 10 centimeters. 30. There you go. 30 centimeters above the waterline. That's where you want the deck to be at the minimum on a day sailor. And then you want at least something like 70 centimeters above for people to feel safe aboard. Like, could be even 60 actually, but don't go way lower than that, or add some guardrails. You can. It will look lighter. That works, but you need guardrails then. So we continue. Give it some fun geometries that we will cut all the top part of the boat with that geometry. So that's why we need to do some fun things like that. Like a bunch of boats have that. You can also go smooth. Works too. You can do whatever you want, really. Here I'm just yeah, why not? Yeah. Remember, the deck is going to have some angle to get the water out of the boat, so you can always keep going a little bit higher, and that will just give more space on the boat without looking too weird. Everyone does it. Everyone makes the deck or the side of the boat go high and high as it goes along. Sometimes you can even go down at the tip, but that has the default of catching the water in if you're going too deep, obviously. So don't overuse it, but it's a style element. Anyway, I want something like that, I think. I'm unsure. Let's try with a boolean. And let's look around. That could work. Maybe a bit stiffer. I'm not going to spend too much time on that again. Yeah, that works. Okay, next we will do the hull, the deck. As I said, 30, there you go, around here, and then move that out. So I just created a cube that is 10 millimeters thick. I just shrinked it to 10. You can also create a plane and extrude it to 10 millimeters, so 1 centimeters. Also, what's happening around here? That's the issue I was talking about, right? Yes, that's it. I just created more geometry and did not delete the center. Here, you see? There's nothing here. There's something here. And I don't want that at the middle. Get rid of it. And everything looks fine. Remember to delete the faces in the center of the symmetry. So, kind of looks like a workboat. Let's work with that. So, I'm already getting ahead of myself. Let's put a deck first. Okay, so deck, yeah, something like that. A bit of angle, like 5 degrees or something, like maximum 5 degrees, I guess. Whatever, generally just move it a bit and you'll quickly see if it's fine. Here it somewhat follows what's here, so looks okay. Also you want the water to drip down the side. Again, let's delete the faces and have it be on only one side, only port side, and mirror. And we can do that, the water will go down. Or we can even do something like that. It will work in the same way, but it's just not down the middle. Both work. For a boat like that, I think I'll go with that. So then add a boolean, that's the important part. Remember to get a bit outside on both sides, or the boolean operation will do some weird things. Yeah, so I labeled my hull, and my counter hull, the hull within my hull, anti-hull. So I remember which one is which. Just double click on things to rename them. So there we go. A boolean, intersect, we have a deck. And then on that deck we can put things. And I was trying to see with some large shape, just generally, what it would look like to put some things down, such as a little cabin here. It's way too big. Let's give at least 30 centimeters on each side. Again, symmetrical. Well, it doesn't have to be. On a small boat, the cabin is rarely symmetrical under 6 meters actually. If you look in a harbor, small motorboats often are kind of cheating by having one side that is more inwards than the other, so that you can walk up to the front easily and still get a big cabin. It works, but just do whatever you like, basically. Give it, yeah. Looks weird. Definitely needs more geometry, needs more work. Again, we shouldn't spend way too much time on that. This is a tutorial. Is what I remind myself. 30, yeah, I'm pretty sure there wasn't 30. Yeah, there's barely 30 around here, so let's even move far inward. Yeah. And, well, that's too bad for his cabin, but it's how it is. Yeah, cabin like that. And you can, I'm just going to go on that quick tangent because I work on electrical boats, so I usually just do this. 5, I'll usually modify it later, but just to get an idea of what I can get on that boat. I just create a basic roof right here, a mirror modifier, delete the center face, and create some geometry so that it looks a bit more interesting. Even if you're going to put one solar panel less. Yeah, form of a function, I know, that's... anyway, you're not going to pay for all the solar panels in the world. Only a few work. So, solar panels, for your information, if you want to design any, the dimension of the most common one for 430 watts is 1.812 by 1.048 by 0.3, 0.03, 3 centimeters. There you go, paint that in black. You've got a solar panel. Just figure out how you want to put it on the boat. Usually I'm gonna paint the roof to remember where it is. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3 solar panels, probably 4 if I extend it. No need to extend it, it will be prettier if it's not extended. Just let's go with that, and let's not even start here, let's start there. Yeah. Okay. Now you might notice it's useless to have the deck end here and then just be like that, like flat, when you've got such a cabin. So you can just create another layer of deck, just duplicate it, move it a bit upward, and yeah, here seems about fine. And then how do I do that correctly? There are many ways. Here we come into the territory of you should understand how things works by now. So if you want something to be within the boundary of the boat, just put an intersect function. Same for windows. If you want them to be in a boundary between two things, for example here, I'll do just like I was doing with the hull. So just create a duplicator, move everything inward by whatever thickness you want it to be, whatever material you've got to work with. Yeah, inward, and down, and yeah, so it creates a skin. Creates a skin above it, and Boolean modifier, and select that. And there you go. It has a thickness. And now you want some windows. So you want to use a cube. Here it goes through and through. Boolean modifier again, always Boolean modifier, and there you go, that's a window. It's not placed in the right spot, but that's a window. And you can have even a cute looking window with little bevels. Anyway, all the boat lights are coming with little windows like that. Maybe look up the correct dimensions before drilling a hole if you're going to buy something from a supplier. So let's say 0.1, 0.1 and 15 segments to have something smooth. Even more, 0.2, let's go 0.2. Yeah, that looks more like a porthole. And it looks cute, but kind of stupid. But actually just 0.1, move it upward and upward, not upward. Yeah, that should work. So there you go. And then here we come back to the issue of how to get our top deck. Oftentimes you'll need to figure out there are a bunch of ways to make boats, a bunch of solutions you can apply. Here I'm still wondering how I can go about it. Maybe this wasn't the smartest way to go about it. Let's see. because I want to create little steps to get there, obviously. So that's my... Well, it needs some reflection. I don't want to do it the wrong way, but I might just do it the wrong way. Just the easy way to do it would be just to do that, and oh shoot! I double clicked on G to move through the vertices. I changed the language of my keyboard. No, I didn't. Why is my keyboard not working? Technical issue. Nice. Well, that means it's time to stop. Alright. Okay. I think you don't need more than this. Yeah, keyboard is done. Alright, fine. To understand, so remember, use the Boolean modifier as often as possible. Truly, it's what will do all the work. Look up the dimensions of the things you plan to use: solar panels, batteries, gas tanks, engines, outboard engines, inboard engines. Remember everything, or look up everything you need to know to get the minimal dimensions, the constraints. Remember their weight, remember to weigh your boat in relation. You can always just pop out your counter hull and modify both of them, both your counter hull and your hull at the same time, and change the geometry of the hull at any given moment if you're feeling like maybe your hull is too deep into the water and you're not going to make a boat that heavy after all, or in the opposite, you've built a boat that is way too heavy, you just went crazy with the equipment aboard, a bunch of water, a bunch of batteries. You can just slide down the vertices into the water, get more volume. Remember, it still needs to be quite hydrodynamic, but you can at any given moment modify it. That's the strength of Blender. That's why I use it for the first design, to get an idea down. That's the main thing. Then you'll want to switch to another software. So something like FreeShip would work. FreeShip uses the same interpolation system as Blender, which is the subdivision system. There are a bunch of other ways to create curves. So if you want, Blender has some of them, but it cannot create surfaces out of them, sadly. Whereas I can't access them right now because my keyboard is not working. Well, there is the Bezier, the NURB curve, bunch of other curves, ways to create a smooth curve, and Blender subdivision system is simple. That's the main advantage. And if you want to design a boat quite quickly, you'll want to switch to a CAD software after you've got all your design down, when you want to create all the drafts, when you want to go to stability analysis, where you want to go develop the curved sides are larger than they look like. Obviously, you need to uncurve them to develop them. Rhino is a great software for that. CATIA does it too, and even FreeShip, which is free as its name indicates, does it. So all of that works. As for the export format, I suggest using the OBJ format in Blender. So File, Export, OBJ, Wavefront, OBJ. I don't think, is there any other one that would work? Not really. Yeah, for CAD softwares, OBJ is like PDF. All CAD software, all 3D modeling software understand it, so you can switch between softwares. Remember, your geometry will be dead. That's how we technically call it. When you export it, you won't have all your functions. They will all be applied. So be sure to be on your final version when you export to another software to do all the drafts and all the analysis you need. And only once you've finished all your analysis, if there are things that are wrong, and there often are, go back to Blender, modify it, and try again. So modify it smartly, obviously. If the stability is not good enough, put more things down at the bottom, more batteries, more heavy stuff, make the hull maybe a bit larger at the waterline, or perhaps add some side hulls, like catamaran or trimaran, to find solutions in a smart way, obviously. So yeah, that's the basic of it. Yeah, that's a mess of a recording. Bye.